Hi there. In our last tutorial, we discussed the role of the every file in a React project. So now we will discuss a little more about the how we create a React project. Actually, we have very main three way. Uh, when we create any React project, actually that is created by the Node application, and to manage Node application we have Node package manager, also called npm. So when we install Node, npm by default installed with Node, but beside npm we have another two package manager to manage or create Node package. One is yarn and another is pnpm. Now let's see a example of how we can create multiple multiple React application by these three package manager. If I open my terminal, I am already in my desktop. So I have installed Node, so my npm is already there. If I check npm v, I can see my version number. That means npm is installed. So how do we create React project with npm command? The command is npx create React app, then the app name, my app. That this command was used to create a React project. This one we already saw that in our tutorial. Now let's check out that how can we create same project with another package manager called yarn. So before when we install Node, npm is by default installed, npm installed by default with Node, but yarn, to use yarn we have first install them in our system. So the command is npm install yarn. Then we have to install this globally, so I have to prefix g. That means install this application globally. I can prefix g here, then yarn. It will install yarn in our in my system. Though I am in Linux user, so before install any command I have to give a sudo privilege. That means I have to add sudo or sudo command, and I have to give a password. If I do not add sudo command, let's check out what's happened. It will throw an error. As you can see, it says permission denied. That means I cannot install yarn. I have to give a permission. So how can I do that? I have to add a sudo prefix to install this command globally. So if I add this, so I have to give my password. As you can see, yarn is installed. So if I check yarn v, I can see that yarn is installed and this version number is there. So now let's create our React project with yarn command. So the command is yarn create React app, then app name. As you can see, this command is almost similar as the npm prefix. Just in npx command it has the create in on command, but in yarn it has just a space separated. If I run this command, it will download all the packages that used with the React and React DOM. you can see that the download speed in my status bar. It take little bit time, but the main feature of Yarn is that when we use npm, it download every file one by one, but in case Yarn, it download every file parallelly. That means if we try to install create two React project, one with npm and another with Yarn, then Yarn package will create lot more faster, and the only limitation is the network speed. But in case npm, it take lot of time, at least three times more than the Yarn. So as we can see that my application is still downloading. So let's create another window or tab in my console. Now in npm, we created that command was in Yarn. That command was Yarn create React app my app for name 3. So here just replace the Yarn with pnpm. This is the third package manager for Node application. Now before we run pnpm, we must have installed pnpm in our operating system, as we do in case of Yarn. So let's create another tab and check that pnpm is installed or not in my machine. So if I run pnpm and v means version, I can see that pnpm is already installed in my operating system. So if you do not have installed pnpm, just install same way as we install the Yarn package manager. The command is npm install globally pnpm, this command. But again, I am in Linux user, so I have to add the sudo privilege. Sudo. If I run this command, it asks for password. Though I already installed this command in my machine, so it says that this file already exists, so I do not need install again. Now if I run this command, actually I can see that my Yarn package manager, that means this application is already downloaded. So let's create another application with pnpm. And while we creating pnpm, let's check out one thing. If you look at my network speed, you can see that no networking interaction happening, because the npm package does not download it from the internet. The reason is that npm command is more better than the Yarn command, because what does the npm do? Npm install all the application in single place at first time, download from the internet and install in your machine in a single place. When that package is available in your system, and when you try to create any application with application and that package available in your local cache, so npm do not download from the internet. Instead, it will download from the your cache memory. If I can see that my internet is not going, that means my download speed is 0 kb or 1 kb, but still I can see that the package is copying or React application is creating. So if I check that where my npm package is installed, I can see that it says again I can see it says my home directory have a folder called local, and inside that it has a share, and there has a npm directory or folder. In npm directory, when I first time installed React, all the packages stored in this directory, and when this package file available in this directory, so npm do not download from the internet. That is the reason when we install any command with pnpm, it will be available immediately. It takes some time, just those time that copying from one directory to another directory. Now I have 3 command to create our React application, or 3 package manager to create or manage our application. We can create React app or Next app. Next app similar way as we create the React app. With npm use the npx command, and the yarn or pnpm use their related command. So if I run this command in my terminal, I can see cd my app to yarn. When let's check out, if I open this command in my code editor, code v, when we create any command with yarn command, it shows that yarn.log file. If we created this package with npm command, then we get that npm.log.json file, npm.log.json file. But when we create the yarn command, we get the yarn.log command. That indicate that this project is created by yarn command. Now if I run this command, it will yarn start. Same way as we create the start with npm command, npm start or yarn start. If I compare all the command we use in npm or package manager or yarn or pnpm, like say I want to install a package, the command is npm install, then the package name. For yarn, npm yarn add, then the package name, and the pnpm add the package name. Let's we install a command, install a library, for example Axios. So yarn add Axios. When we use npm, we use that npm install Axios, but here we will use the yarn add Axios. It will download the Axios package and will be available in our this directory, this project, actually not this one, this project. If I go to this my directory package.json file, I can see that Axios file is available. Now if we want to remove that one package, particular package, then our command will be npm remove. Actually I do not add it there. The command will be npm remove or npm uninstall. For example, this package, this playlist or React project created by yarn, so our command will be yarn remove, then the package name. Package name is the Axios. If I uninstall any package by npm, then our command will be npm uninstall Axios. So here I am use the yarn, so yarn remove Axios. It will be remove the Axios in our package directory, JSON file and our node module folder. If I check this command again, then the Axios is removed. So now come to our, if I want to for let's say I delete all my package module. For example, delete this folder. This folder is called node module, which is available, which contains all the installed packages. If I remove this package, node modules, then our package in our project has only these files. That means if I run the yarn start, now my project will not work, but because that the all the file, all the required dependencies or package is not available in our project. So when we upload this file to GitHub or GitLab or any kind of package manager or version controlling tool, then what we do, we have to download the file at first, then we use the yarn install command. When we run this command yarn install, what this command do is this command will download all the file mentioned is our package.json file. All the packages will be downloaded before we run npm start. So if I run this command again, it will be again downloading our package from the internet. That is the reason when we create any package, we have that git ignore file, and this git ignore file prevent a node module folder to GitHub account or any version controlling tool. So when we download or clone any package, any project from the GitHub, then at first that command we have to run is the yarn install. It will download all the packages. Now this command completed and download all the packages. If I check, now my node module folder is again available. If I run yarn start, it will run my project fine. Let's check out another thing. Sometime we have to install package globally. We already covered this one. When we install npm, we install that npm install globally yarn. When we install pnpm, npm install globally pnpm to create our project. Now our project is up and running. Okay.